the other ones, it was there because we didn't pause it or anything. I'll find a way to make that work. I just got to toy with it. So
I'm surprised you even found a way to do that.
You know, what can I say? I make shit happen. So
that's why you're the tech guy.
That's it.
I don't trust me for nothing. I'm just here for fun.
Well, we are back. Get it out. Get it out.
I knew doing this after eating was a bad idea because I got that GERD.
Yo, it's going to be a gassy episode.
You know what's funny? I don't do that. Before I was rudely interrupted. You know how I eat at the movies? Like I'll have a snack.
Yeah.
I never do it then.
Well, yeah, but you don't usually. You have enough to constitute an entire meal, but you don't have an actual meal. You usually have like a pickle, popcorn,
or pretzels,
and
cheese. Lots of cheese. Lots of cheese.
All, by the way, I'm not like one or the other. All.
That was one time.
Was it really?
It was because I didn't get a pickle the other time. I don't even like that one.
But in her defense, I ate some of the pretzel, so it's fine. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I did share my food with you.
You do share.
Wow.
You always share. You take care of your...
That is so unlike me. Ask my family that.
I don't know. You've always shared with me, so...
That's so weird.
I don't
That is very true. Or I buy you things because I don't want to share.
Well, sure. Like today.
I wanted to share that.
Okay, yeah.
I did that on purpose.
So...
there was intent.
You know, Shannon and her Mountain Dew hunt. She always finds the exclusive flavors at the places that sell them. So there's a massive fountain drink on the table. Not sponsored, by the way.
Can you though? Do I have to cover it?
I think the Polar Pop thing is probably fine.
I'll hold it. I got it covered.
So it's, yeah. Anyway. Apparently, that particular location has a purple Mountain Dew, which is delightful, I will say. But it does remind one of the name.
Purple Thunder.
Purple Thunder. So... You know, and I'm certain I've mentioned it on the show before, but I used to work at a porn shop, and...
I do know, because I used to visit you at work.
You did.
I would not buy anything, by the way.
No, she never came in to buy anything.
I just was there, and then I asked what the arcade was, and then I got dropped knowledge. And then I learned that day what that meant, and I was...
So it just makes me think, like, the name of the Mountain Dew just makes me think of, like, some massive purple dildo just because it's called Purple Thunder.
God, that ruins this whole experience for me. Not really.
Not really. No, it doesn't. You're still going to drink that whole thing.
I did the last time.
Exactly.
This is my second one. Not today. Whoa. Let me specify that it's not today.
Not going to get diabetes tonight.
I found the other one, which I don't think you know what the other one's called.
Probably not. Because you are the one who educates me on all things Mountain Dew.
I really wish they would sponsor me. I don't even do...
Make it happen.
Action sports. I used to skateboard. Not greatly back in the day.
I mean, does Mountain Dew sponsor a podcast? I'm sure they sponsor a podcast, but I'm just saying.
They did roast me once, though.
You can, yes, they did. You got flamed by Mountain Dew social media.
Speaking of flaming, way to have a segue.
There you go.
Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot.
Oh, no.
Like Flamin' Hot, like the Cheeto Flamin' Hot?
Yeah, no, I got that part.
It is what's the description say on it?
Why do people, listen.
I'm going to tell you what it tastes like.
As a person who has been best friends for damn near 20 years with someone who likes to put their entire internal functions on fire for
don't think they're
reasons
going to get away with it.
I don't understand.
I'm going to put you to the test.
Which, again, fine. That's fine. I admit to the fact that I am a gigantic vagina when it comes to hot food.
Yeah.
For reasons. There's reasons.
I get it. I do.
Which you are aware of.
Yes, I am.
But regardless, I don't understand. Like, I am at the point now where I can enjoy some heat to my food, right? Some spice.
Well, I like that.
Something on the...
You have stepped it up a little bit.
I'm with it. I really am. I can find an enjoyment in the low level shit. But what I don't understand now, if there's a flavor to it, but there's just spice accompanying it, like your mango habanero or the things of that nature.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. There's a flavor
there's a flavor.
But the shit that's like, here's the highest Scoville unit you can find.
I have shit here for that.
Yes, you do. So why is it necessary to put the highest possible Scoville unit into your face hole?
Shit like this?
Yeah, shit like that.
It has a flavor. It's chicken flavor.
Sure.
It does have a little bit of flavor.
If the chicken was born and raised in the 7th pit of hell.
You know, the funny thing is I almost ordered some more so I could have that for lunch today.
Oh my.
Because I get it off of Amazon.
She eats the shit casually, people. Like, this isn't...
Oh, I don't do it for the views.
No.
I do it for...
No,
just
she does. She
pure...
eats hot nuts for views, but...
Do you remember when you sniffed it and you were like, uh-oh, it touched me?
a piece of, like, a corner of the dust touched my tongue and my lip, and my shit was on fire.
So,
like,
I eat these. God, that's terrible sounding. I eat these regularly. I do have to order them, so I get them in a 5-pack, and then I cycle through them sometimes quickly.
2 times spicy, like 1 time.
I'll get you the 1-time one first before we do this one.
Sure.
And then there's also, they have a bunch of flavors, by the way. That I would really love to try because I've only had the regular spicy and the 2-time spicy.
Right.
Because this was a challenge on YouTube at one point that everybody was doing.
Have you ever done the 1 chip thing?
No, because...
I had someone asking me, and...
No, because I can never get my hands on it.
That shit ain't cheap either, is it? For like the 1 fucking chip, it's like some stupid amount of money.
I think it's like $20, $25.
That's insane. For something that you're not even supposed to enjoy.
That's why I like these. You can get a 5-pack for $10.
There you go.
Amazon. Not a sponsor.
Listen, y'all could throw some money our way. You ain't gonna miss it. Sorry.
I love, and you know this, every Mountain Dew flavor that they come out with, I've absolutely adored it.
Correct.
Found one I didn't like.
Especially the blast.
It's almost summer, so you know I'm going to be coming out with that shit. Will laughs at me, my partner at work, because if we go somewhere, like a gas station, and I find it, I'll buy every bottle that they have on the shelf. And then I come out, there's a picture of me holding them like this.
Just ballpark it. How much money would you say that you have spent? Like, what do you think your highest week of spending money on just Mountain Dew is? Like, if you had to give a dollar amount, because you're talking about buying every bottle. $40. That's pretty
so
low.
The only reason I say 40 is because there was one time that I went to Target and bought like 5 cases of the canned, and I think that's when I spent $40.
But that's in one shot. I mean, like in a week. I'm not talking one shot.
Well,
because you have some at home, then you have some for here. Then
I have none at home right now.
Well, I just mean normally, like when it's on the shelves, like during the summer, Baja Blast, like just Baja Blast, by the way. You have a stash here. Like there was like 4
there was
20-ounce 6. Well, yeah, but when you bought them, there was 6, and then you had 2 that day.
Okay, don't have to shame me.
I'm not. I'm just making a point.
When I lose my foot, it's going to be due to the fucking Mountain Dew.
It's going to be due to the Dew. See, at that point, they have to sponsor us.
Because I'll be footless.
I gave up a foot for you fuckers.
I told them I would tattoo, and I wholeheartedly still plan on doing this. Clint.
The guy who's done all this.
And we'll do my Wizard of Oz one. Yes.
Yeah.
But just the mayor, not the whole thing.
I'm this close to being done and having a full fucking sleeve. So close.
I would love to get a sleeve, but I respect my parents. Your mom doesn't care because she's tatted up, dog. My parents give a shit, so I don't think I'm going to go full sleeve yet.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm glad you cleaned that up, though, because that sounded...
Your mom's tatted up. She has no problem with them.
My mom has more tattoos than me, so...
Which is crazy. I mean, she really do, though.
She does, yeah.
But my parents aren't huge fans of them, so that's why they're hidden. I have a bunch of tattoos.
Yeah.
They're just all hidden.
Visible, right.
They're not... There's my ribs, my back, my legs.
When she came to Colorado to visit, and we got this one, which you can't obviously see because it's pretty far away. She has the exact same one on her back.
It's right here.
But that the entire time, so like I got this one, and I'm like, oh, I got this space. I don't have any plans for it, so that's fine.
I can't take my shirt off.
I gotta go somewhere where I can hide it. And then probably for a good 6 months to a year after that,
I didn't say anything.
She would randomly just talk about how she was like, oh shit, I think my mom also had a tattoo. I just thought it was funny.
So. That's fine. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this Mountain Dew thing real quick.
Yeah.
So the Flamin' Hot one, I am not a fan of.
Oh, my God.
I didn't even drink half the bottle before I was like, I can't do it. It isn't spicy, so work on that.
But
2, it's like citrus and like heat.
How can that be a good flavor?
It tastes like Alka-Seltzer to
That's
me.
what I'm saying. Like I would think it would taste like medicine.
It does.
because
I should have bought another one, and I didn't. So I bought two that day at work. I bought Major Melon. Bomb.com. If you haven't had Major Melon, get into it. I stopped drinking Code Red a long time ago, only because they kept coming out with new flavors, and then that Baja Blast fucked me up.
Listen, Code Red is liquid crack.
It is so good, though.
It is. It absolutely is. But I have many a game session has been fueled by
Code Red.
by Code Red, more than Monster energy drinks or Red Bulls or anything.
You know, Mountain Dew makes not
energy.
Not just that.
Or alcohol?
Yes. I think I sent you that.
Ice cream man.
There's a Baja Blast one that I have to get my hands on. That's not it's not in California. Bitches. So I think I'm gonna have to get my buddy who lives, I think it's in Texas. I think there's some in Texas. So I'm gonna try to see if he can send me some. But
I can't even judge you. I've been trying to get my sister to send me some Big Red for like months now. So can't say nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do anything for the dew.
That's fair.
But I do want that Baja Blast sticker. It's so deep that I have a Baja Blast sticker on my locker at work.
So we have wasted enough time on Mountain Dew.
It's about Mountain Dew. Don't wait. It's not wasting time. It's trying to get a sponsorship because I'm a loyal fucking customer to them.
Okay, that's fair. So
my mom loves Baja Blast. That's how deep this goes.
That's saying something.
And you know, she's not much of a soda drinker. She's usually like a diet Pepsi, which is trash. No offense to Pepsi, even though Mountain Dew is a Pepsi fucking product.
Listen, out of all the diet sodas,
it's the worst.
The fucking worst. The absolute worst.
It is the worst.
There is no debate.
Tell me why Pepsi, when you freshly open it, still tastes flat.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Isn't that true, though?
Sometimes, yes.
Even though Mountain Dew is
in a bottle
product.
or something, yes. Absolutely.
All of it tastes flat to me.
So
I did the Pepsi challenge at a car show once and immediately knew which one was which. And I said, I don't want this shit no more.
Get this out of my mouth.
I just wanted something free and it wasn't even worth it.
Didn't even quench my thirst.
No. Like Coke. I heard Elon Musk wants to buy Coca-Cola and put the cocaine back in it.
Yeah.
It's a lie, but
after he bought Twitter or is trying to buy Twitter. I don't fucking know.
I think
Listen, I heard that. And that's as far as I took it because I've never had a Twitter, so I don't give a shit.
I twat every once in a while.
I never got one. I had a MySpace, and then I had a Facebook. I mean, technically, I still have it. It's just deactivated.
Yeah, fuck our friendship.
I don't even want to hear it from you. You have no social media presence at all right now. You used to be real heavy, and now you don't.
I think I just realized that there's bigger things in life.
Exactly. And again, that's fine. The only reason that I still have any form of social media presence is because of this. This is it. This is the only reason I do anything for social media because how else am I going to get this shit out there? I am terrible at self-promotion. I've been talking about that because I've indirectly somehow managed to recruit a couple of new listeners from work. Hello.
Is it the guys that we play with?
No. But one of them told one of the ladies that works in the area that he sits in, and then she went and listened, and like the last 2 days, she keeps coming back. Oh my God. Talking about the KMF thing that we did with all the girls and your reactions to that. And she was talking about how funny you are.
Validation.
But
thank you.
I was mentioning that I am dog shit at self-promotion when it comes to this.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it. I have a lot of fun doing it. It gives us an excuse to hang out more often.
Because right now we're hanging out separately, but still together.
Well, true. If you've been following the social media pages or the YouTube, you've seen the gaming footage, but
I watched that so many times.
So I'll play it here just for the few that haven't watched it yet. It'll be on here later. But I enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. I would love for this to blow up and go viral, and
so we can make money.
It's not like
so we can buy shit.
Absolutely yes. There's that. Money would allow us to go and do more cool shit to show you guys. Absolutely.
That's what my brother said. You guys need to stop. He's like, I don't have a problem with you doing it with the just the show, but he's like, maybe go do the stuff that you normally do. And I was like, well, we do, but
it's just right now. It's a lot of it is just two things. Number one,
our schedules.
We are just but we just we really just got the YouTube channel
figured out,
functional.
Yeah.
To the point where we're posting more. We're doing this for YouTube. I've put the handful of clips from us playing online on there.
And now we have that figured out so you can hear all of us talk.
Correct. So I've got all that going. And now that I figured that out, I've kind of gotten better at editing things. We will start putting more of the shit that we go and do out there. It's just, for me anyway.
There's a season of time, though, that we do more.
Correct.
There's a season, which everybody already should be very
Absolutely
well aware of
what it is. And it's 5 months away. Well, 4. But anyway.
I think we should push for that trip, though, this year. I don't want to wait another year, but I will.
I feel you. So... Yeah, I think a lot of it is that, number one, we don't have a lot of the equipment that would allow us to do that comfortably yet, which we'll get there.
We're working on. We keep saying that, but then we never do it.
Well, because that shit is not...
It's not cheap.
Good shit for the stability and all of that.
It's like having custody of a child, too. It's like you chip in together, but who's in control of it?
Correct.
It's him, though. We all know it's him.
So, I mean, there's stuff that we'll go do, and we'll do like content for it, but at the same time I think there's part of that as well for us where it's like, well, we have to do like multiple of something because there's a part of it where it's like we want to go and enjoy it for ourselves, and then there's the other part where it's like we want to be able to put the content out there for you guys to enjoy as well.
And that's kind of the point in our lives that we're at. One that because he has kids too.
Well,
I mean, obviously we would never film them or with them. Not
at this point. No. When they're older, maybe.
Sure. Well, when we take the oldest one to his first haunt...
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely getting filmed.
I'm going to film that. But we're at a point where we just like to live in the moment that we're in. Correct. And so, and I said, because I posted it, it was like the one post I've done recently on Instagram where I was like, hey, I'm at WonderCon. I'm going to be hopefully sharing some content with you. And then I just didn't because... I was there for an entire weekend, and even though I was there for an entire weekend, I saw something different every day.
Right.
And
you were just enjoying it.
You don't understand the pure joy. I woke up early that morning. I was up at 6 a.m. for a con that started at 12. That first day, because I was so excited.
Right.
And I just wanted to go.
Right.
So I just lived in the moment. And in the panels, I can't record any footage. I can record the interview panel, but I can't record any of the stuff that they're going to show. And sometimes they show it sporadically. Yeah.
So we'll get there. We'll start going out and doing stuff more. There's a couple of things out there, but a lot of the couple of videos that we have of us actually going out on YouTube right now, a lot of that was just excitement. Well, it was specific things. But it was also just the excitement of like, we can do Disney opening back up and being able to go and do the things and restrictions lifting and all that. So now that we've, I actually have one thing that I will say for sure we'll film content for it. We just haven't really hammered anything out, but I want to go to the parks, but in the evening. Yep. For not only, of course, for the nighttime shit coming back, but I just want to go to Galaxy's Edge with our lightsabers.
I want to say something very controversial.
Uh-oh.
Because I know you like it.
Yes, I know you don't like the electrical parade.
Thank you. That's how well he knows me.
We don't have to watch it.
I hate that fucking thing.
I just want to go to...
But I will watch it because it is back.
Well, that's true. But for me, it's not even so much that it's such a great thing. It's just the nostalgia attached to it for me personally, because as a kid, all of my trips to Disneyland that happened, there was like a rhythm to it, right? So hit the parks heavy in the morning, go to all the rides or whatever. And then there was always like this wind down. It started with Captain EO, taking it way fucking back,
I wish they'd bring that back.
They did for a little bit, and then they took it away.
And we got something else. You know what I did not like either, Honey? I Shrunk the Audience. Was not a fan of that either.
No, they could have just left Captain EO there, but then all the controversy surrounding Michael Jackson and whatever. So
yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, seriously, move on.
Was he touching? Never mind.
Stop it. So there was that, and then like it always ended with fireworks, and then electrical parade, and then going home. So that's all that is for me. Like the music just takes me back to being a kid. The show in and of itself,
I get it.
It's visually interesting.
It is.
I think that the other one that they had for a while, I think that one was way better. The paint, was it the Paint the Night thing?
Oh my God.
That was way fucking better than the Electrical Parade.
I loved Paint the Night. My friend was in Paint the Night, and now she's like a choreographer or some shit.
Yeah.
Some entertainment boss lady.
Not to take a shot at anybody who truly loves Electrical Parade. It's just mid.
I don't think she has any part in that.
So
she used to do Phantasmic and shit like that. Her
but yeah, like there's more stuff that will come as far as excursions phrasing.
Boom.
That will actually do content for, again, now that we have all this up and running. But that's beside the point. Let's get to
what we're here for.
Some shit. So
we're gonna have to do 2 episodes, aren't we? Maybe we'll see how this goes. Don't be judgy if we're in the same shit.
So listen, yeah, that's gonna happen sometimes. Whatever. You either get 2 episodes or you get one.
There was one we recorded 5 in one day, and I wanted to kill myself.
That was your fucking fault.
Oh, you can't say that on the internet. I want to unalive myself. That was my fault because I just wanted to get through it.
Yes.
I don't even think all those episodes ever came out.
They are not, and they will not, because the first 4 were okay, and then after that we were just trying to power the fuck through, and they were terrible. Same. We have if we had listen. I have them still.
I'm not letting nobody hear them.
There's another episode that we have recorded that I have never released that I have still. If we ever get to the point where we're big enough to have a fucking Patreon or something,
I have it set up. It's just not active.
That'll be the shit that goes on there. The stuff that if you really want to hear it or see it, it'll be there.
We have one.
It ain't gonna be great.
Just so you know, we do have a Patreon.
So
but there's nothing that we're gonna do.
No.
At this moment.
No. At some point.
There's
maybe,
there's no giveaways or behind the scenes shit. There's nothing really. Yeah. We're not there yet.
We'll get there though.
But we do have it set up.
So, Doctor Strange.
Yep.
Now you have had 20 some odd minutes of this Mountain Dew and Disneyland and other things that we got planned. So,
yep.
Now is your chance to, if you have not watched it yet,
go away. Come back later.
Yeah, I would strongly suggest going somewhere.
Heavy spoilers.
Heavy spoiler alert.
We don't ever give you a spoil-free review.
No.
Just so you know.
We are incapable of doing such things.
No, we get too excited.
So.
I can't stop talking.
First thing, we had to see it separately because of Mother's Day. Not that that's a bad thing, but it sucked a little bit.
So I guess we're seeing it separately.
Because she had to work this most recent Monday that it came, after the opening weekend. And I, of course, worked Saturday and Friday until 8 p.m. And
should I tell you what day I actually saw it?
Yeah, go ahead.
You sure you want to know?
Sure, go ahead.
I saw it Friday morning. Before we played. I just wasn't going to... I literally told everybody, don't say anything to Jordan. I don't want him to know that I went and saw it yet. Because I have a feeling we're not going to be able to see it together.
No, yeah, you were 100% on point.
And then I was like, I'll just see it again because there's another excuse to go back and see it again.
Correct.
We'll still see it again.
And ultimately, I was at the same page too. If for some reason she couldn't see it, which I'm sure wasn't going to be the case. But if for some reason she couldn't see it beforehand,
I find time.
Then whatever, we'll go. But, so we had to see it separately, which sucked.
Yeah.
As gay as that sounds.
Gary.
Super Gary. So she had a mostly better experience than I did.
Yeah.
Just from the ambiance of the room. So I'm going to go into my little thing here first of all.
That's because mine was early in the morning.
Correct. So I saw the first showing on Monday.
Right. So
which was 11 a.m., right?
That was the first one?
That was the first one that I saw.
Did you go to my movie theater?
Yeah. First one that I saw. If they had a 10:30, it must have only been for opening day.
Maybe.
Anyway, so you know how these theaters are that have the reserved seatings with the reclining and all that shit. In my head, I was like, I could go to the closer theater, but it doesn't have reclining seats, so fuck that. So
and once you get in a reclining seat, you don't want to go nowhere else.
It's true. So go, I'm like, I could buy the ticket beforehand, but fuck it, I'll just wait till I get there.
That's where you made your mistake.
That's true. But so when I literally looked at the seats that were available before I left the house.
You should have just done it then.
So I looked at the seats. I was like, okay, by the time I get there, I'm sure some of this will be taken, but I'll still have a decent seat, right? So get there. I still had a decent seat. Now, I wasn't dead center. I was just a little bit to the right of them.
No big deal.
No big deal. It's fine. So but I made a point when I bought my ticket, because you pick your chair, right? So there's the 2 middle seats that someone purchased because I couldn't get them. And then I left 1 seat between me and them because I'm like, there's no way this theater's going to fill up. Like, no fucking way.
Right.
The front 2 rows are completely empty. Like, there's no fucking way. So I got that seat right there. And then there was 5 between me and the end. So enough for like 2 people, a space, or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. We should be good. So get my chair, get all set up, get my fucking shit going, chilling. Movie starts. Here comes Mouth Breather. Now, this neckbeard having motherfucker, I don't understand. Like, he must have come in there with his mother. Because there's no way, like, unless it was a weird sugar mama thing, but she was definitely older than him. This dude was for sure late 20s, early 30s. And I'm like sitting there and sits right fucking next to me. Now, again, keep in mind, there's someone bought the 2 seats at the end.
Yeah.
There was still room. So I'm like, okay. So right next to me, I'm like, well, shit. Now, I should preface this by saying that people that took the 2 middle seats, they were there when I sat down. Then, before the movie actually started, they fucked off, and I thought they were just getting snacks and coming back. They never came back. If I had known they weren't going to come back, I would have just moved. But
that's so weird.
So I'm just sitting there, and the movie starts off pretty intense action-wise.
It does.
So
it does.
There's enough noise pollution for me not to really realize what the fuck's going on. Then it hits the first, like, just conversation, no explosions or actions or anything. And it's just a lull in the conversation. And I hear, and I'm like,
ooh, that's intense.
Nah. Like, in my head, I'm like, nah, he just yawned or something. Like, there's no way. Or he, like, just sighed or what the fuck ever. The action picks back up, everything. I just ignore it. Nope. Every time there's any lull in the conversation or any quiet or anything, like, I mean, right, it felt like he was right here.
He's just looking at you
like on my ear, just breathing on my neck, like, hey, man, you enjoying this fucking movie? Shit's wild, right? Well, hold on. He doesn't have a deep voice like that. Hey, man, you enjoying this movie? It's fucking crazy.
The fact that you know what he sounds like is beyond me.
I mean, hey, man, no, sorry, that's Fat Albert.
Fat Albert.
Anyway, so yeah, that was distracting as fuck through the entire movie. Now, I just managed to hit a point, but I'm just like, God damn it, this is why we don't go to the movie separately. Like,
oh yeah, because I had a similar experience. I bought my okay, again, secret time. I bought my movie tickets 3 days before I went, so I pre-planned to not see it with him.
That's fair.
I was too excited, and I didn't want to come back to work with my partner seeing it and be like, "Did you fucking say fucking?"
Well, and that was the reason.
Fucking been like, "That was
the reason I didn't wait
when he does that.
That was the reason I didn't wait, because I'm like, I'm gonna fuck up and scroll through a TikTok, and someone's gonna say something.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah,
that's what I was afraid of, and I don't like shit spoiled for me.
Yeah.
Although I do it for you
all the fucking time.
So, I purchased my tickets, and there was already 3 seats taken, but they were in a different row. Right, they were below me. And we go to the same movie theater. And I bought the direct middle seat, seat 7.
Yeah.
Which is my bread and butter. He knows that if we get tickets, we always go to the middle.
Correct.
So I got seat 7. There's no one, I mean no one in my row. So that morning I wake up, because my movie's at 10:30. I didn't go to the 10 o'clock because for some reason everybody went to the 10 o'clock. It was pretty packed when I looked at tickets 3 days prior. So I go and look again that morning before I get to the theater, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Someone purchased the seat directly next to me, number 8.
But no other seats were taken in the row?
No, not yet. Then a gentleman came in, and he had skipped a seat and gave himself the seat next to that one. So I had a little bit of a gap. Then there was another guy in my row. So there's the guy right next to me. And then 3 seats down, there was him. And I was like, oh, well, he can just skip a seat. Because I'm the type of person that gets way too comfortable in a movie.
Yeah.
I have sweats on. I'm very comfortable I have my Crocs, so my Crocs kick off and my feet are just out in the free world. With socks on, though. I'm not that gross.
Crocs with socks.
And I usually, like, he can tell you, if I go with him, I'll roll on my side and watch the movie from my side.
Correct.
So I'll usually roll toward him, or sometimes I roll away from him, but I move. Well, now I can't roll. I have no left armrest.
See, that's the other part.
But I was there first, so technically,
Yep.
could have got my armrest back.
That was the other part too. Like
So-
I'm sitting there like this the whole fucking movie because I'm like, I don't want to. He's already breathing on me. I don't want to. Anyway.
I want to touch him. The guy walks in. I'm there at 10 o'clock. I have my snacks and my shit at 10 o'clock. I go to my movie, starts at 10:30, go to my seat, and I just sit there in the lights and no screens on, nothing. I'm just in there by myself.
Chilling.
Because I, unlike everybody else, will eat all my snacks, mostly all my snacks, prior to, because I don't want to fucking, I don't want to hear you chewing next
Correct.
to me. And I don't want to be that person that all of a sudden there's like nothing going on and then you just hear like popcorn crunching. Like, I know when to take the break from putting the shit in my mouth.
And let's be real. None of us just gently eat pop. It's like fucking.
I do. But you know why I do that, because I dip
Well,
my popcorn in
correct.
nacho cheese.
Correct.
Because I'm a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So he walks in probably 15 minutes after I'd been there, and I'm still finishing my little pretzels, because as you know, I gotta get my pretzels and my cheese.
Correct.
I've got my popcorn, my soda. I have my popcorn seasoning because I'm not getting up. And
Not for this, no.
He walks in and he goes, "Hey, how you doing? How's your day?" I go, "Great. How's you?" And then I was like silent because I was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta be polite now." How's yours? He was like, "Good." I was like, "It's about to get way better." And he was like, "Yep." And I was like, "Okay, cool. This is weird," but he's not like fucking weird, you know. He's okay. So then like shit's like happening during the movie. I know he probably had to get irritated because I'm one of those people that, like, if I've seen it in the faniverse and everybody's pushed for it and then it happens, you're like, "Oh my," and I'm like, "Ah," like getting excited, like, "Oh my god." And I have
There's a lot of
I have
moments to do that too
me.
in this movie, by the way.
I have a sweatshirt with me because I always get cold in the theater, and I don't have it on, but I'm like, because there's someone I don't know sitting next to me, I'm like putting it over my face, like, so I'm not making too much
Right.
noise. But I couldn't just be me.
No.
And I had all my, when I go to the movie theater, Jordan can tell you this, I spread out. Like, my shit's on another table because I
Yep.
don't want that shit in my way.
Yep.
So I have like,
Listen.
It's just weird. I
Under
had to
normal
move everything.
circumstances, if we go to a movie, we try to go during because of
During
the way
the
our
week.
days off work. We go during the week.
Yeah.
Typically, there's not a bunch of people.
We
in
go
there.
early in the morning.
so we get like the whole row for the most part. At least the seats
Yeah.
around us. So we take 2 seats, but we might as well have 4 because we're putting all of it. Like, I'm the same fucking way.
We put it
my
up-
drink is in this one.
Yeah.
This cup holder over
Yeah.
here. My popcorn's in front of me while I'm eating it, but I'm just like her. That shit's gone by the time the trailers are over. Because same, I want to be focused on the movie. So I'm okay, cool.
I'm focused. I'm hyper
like laser
focused.
focused. We're catching all the details.
you're locked in.
Yeah, so I'm the same way. So everything's over here. We might as well have 4 seats. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not paying for 4.
Absolutely not.
I thought about it that day, though. Should have bought fucking 3 seats.
I'm not going to front. I thought the same thing after all.
That's funny. But anyway, even though we had to watch it separately, which made us very sad, because we very rarely ever see a Marvel. I don't think we've ever seen a Marvel movie without the other one.
When we were living in the same state, no.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I just have to, yes.
That's very true.
But the funny thing about that was it was Infinity War. Because we saw Endgame together because I was back by then.
Yep.
But Infinity War, we might as well have just fucking called each other
While there.
while the movie was going up because we saw the movie. Like, I think
we
your
saw it
movie
on the same
started.
day.
I think your movie started like, I want to say it was half an hour before mine or something like that. We were very close in time to the.
Which is weird because we didn't plan it that way.
No, it just happened.
But there's been a time where I've walked into a movie theater with my family and he was sitting in the row in front of me.
That was super funny.
And then I went, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Even though that's a stupid question. I know exactly what he's doing here. We're watching the same fucking Star Wars movie together. And then I even think my brother was here.
Yes, he was, because then
So
we
it
went
was
to
both
Baker's
my-
after that.
That's right. It was both my parents, my brother. My brother happened to be here. And I look over and I go, "What the fuck is going on here?"
They literally sat in the row right behind me.
And I said, "You just want to come sit over here?" He's like, okay.
I just got up and moved.
I'm like, what's the fucking point? I'm just going to kick your seat the whole time. Whack, whack, whack.
Okay, so the movie.
Still great. I'm gonna say something crazy. It's probably one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen.
I would agree. There was a lot of things that were done unexpectedly that I actually quite enjoyed. So there's a bit at the end.
When he first came on the screen, because I know who you're talking about, I was the only person that gasped and laughed because I don't think anybody knew who he was.
Same. So there's, listen.
Pizza Papa.
Yep. Yeah, so Bruce Campbell, which, listen, it makes sense. Sam Raimi directed the fucking movie.
The crazy thing is, I didn't even think that he was going to be in it. And I was like, well, wait. That makes sense. It's Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
And he fucking loves him.
So
it's like Tim Burton and Johnny Depp.
Accurate. So there's a part in the very mostly beginning of the movie where Bruce Campbell pops up. I was like, "Oh shit, Bruce Campbell!" And again, nobody,
no one,
not a word. I'm like,
I giggled so loud.
Serious?
I was like,
then you jump ahead to the next big one that I had been waiting for since the second full trailer came out. So Illuminati shows up.
Oh my god, bro! When it got to that scene, I was like,
now. Because the movie's going. It's dimensional travel, all the shit, right? So,
and the only voice you heard was Professor X. So you kind of had an idea that he was showing
right. But the way they did it, so I am so appreciative, and I'm certain I've said this before, but in this, since the end of Endgame and moving forward into this next phase, my enjoyment of the fact that they're going to comics accurate
shit.
It's crazy.
So it's crazy.
WandaVision, you have legitimate Scarlet Witch and Vision, by the way,
show up
showing their comic accurate costumes,
which is that was probably my favorite episode.
Yes,
just because of that.
You have. In the Loki series, you have comic accurate Loki shit popping up. So then we jump to this. Now, listen, there was a lot. There was one unexpected, and I had heard the rumors, but I was so distracted by Professor X, I completely forgot about the fact that there was rumored that Reed Richards would show up and who was going to play him.
I didn't even think about that when he popped up. I was crazy.
So they have, of course, now there's different universes in Marvel, right?
It's
comics
now confirmed
and all this. Well,
in the MCU.
There's in the MCU
because we already know
in
it
comics
exists.
It's 199999. So anyway,
yes. They're a little different numbered, but they make sense.
So
if you know, you know.
Here comes Professor Xavier. Now
he's the last one to show up too.
Last one to show up. So you get Black Bolt,
which was sick because it was the dude from fucking Inhumans.
Correct.
The actual actor from the series.
You get the Captain Marvel, but it's what's her face?
Captain Carter.
You get Captain Carter. You get
and Captain Marvel for what's her face. He's talking about in Captain Marvel when Carol Danvers becomes it's her friend.
Yes.
Who again call back to WandaVision.
Yes.
The daughter.
Yes.
Is in that series.
Correct. So
it was also cool to see a black.
Then
Superman.
here comes Reed Richards, who is played by John fucking Krasinski. Now,
if you put it into the universe, I'm gonna thank Boss Logic for this one. Mm-hmm. If you don't know who that is, look him up on Instagram. That dude can put anything into the universe and come true because everybody willed that to happen.
Yeah.
And when John Krasinski showed up, I fucking lost it.
Yeah.
When Captain Carter showed up, I lost it because I was like, "Ooh, we about to get some what if shit up in here."
Yep. So
and then we got it, and she looked beefed.
Yeah, she did. So
beefed.
Again, just all of that was just amazing to see, but then peak of all peak.
Bro,
here comes Professor Xavier.
When he rolled his ass out there, when he hover wheelchaired his way out there.
He's in his animated series yellow fucking hover chair.
And the green suit.
But to just put the icing on the cake, you got the fucking animated series song playing just low in the background as he rolls out, and
it started playing before you showed up, and I lost my fucking mind.
And the whole time,
lost it.
This is where the whole Gary thing comes in, which
So
whatever.
Gary.
Super Gary. The whole time I'm like, this is fucked up that me and Shannon aren't seeing this together.
We would have had that theater pissed off at us because we'd have been up,
absolutely.
clapping. I couldn't do none of that because he wasn't there to protect me. I'm not trying to start no shit. I mean, I can do it because he usually just stands there. But, like...
True.
I mean, because I literally just went to WonderCon and just went to that panel that I was so stoked for, and it's the animated X-Men series because it's coming back. X-Men 97 is coming
and it
our
picks
way.
up where the original one ended.
Yep. Thank you for remembering that.
So, yeah. So that happens. Now, here's the other part that was amazing about this movie. To see Scarlet Witch be Scarlet Witch.
And they're calling her that.
Like, I don't mean just this tragic character who is having this mental breakdown, and I'm doing too many air quotes. So
this is when having video works, because now they can see us.
it's true. But to see her be Scarlet Witch, to just kick wholesale ass, and not only kick wholesale ass, but kick wholesale ass in by projecting her consciousness, for lack of a better term. She wasn't even in her own fucking body.
She wasn't even in her own universe.
And she owned the Illuminati. Like...
Bro, first of all, also, the cool shit was, too, that Christine Grey, played by Rachel McAdams, Hottie McHot,
yes,
was fucking great in this movie.
Yes, she was.
All the fucking
very,
things
very
she
good.
did.
Very, very good.
And then she's involved in that shit too, by the way.
The
spoiler.
The small minor reference to Spider-Man and all the events that happened there.
Yes.
That was great.
With them not even... So, they know who Spider-Man is.
Correct.
They don't know who Spider-Man is. So now we have confirmed that shit worked.
Yep. They know Spider-Man exists, but they have
no idea
who he actually is. So that was great to see.
They never reference...
And here's
Peter
the thing.
Parker.
I know a lot of people were expecting certain cameos. I haven't looked that deep into like all of the negative feedback from the movie, because there always is.
Oh god.
And I just don't give a shit. The
movie
movie was really good.
So good.
They just pick and choose shit to be pissy about, and it is what it is.
Defender
like
Strange.
You're getting all of this amazing comic accurate shit, and you're still finding things to complain about. Shut the fuck up.
It was so good.
But it was just. Then of course there's. Watching Reed Richards get peeled like a string
Unraveled.
cheese, like
he was like a ball of yarn.
But
he was like a shitty sweater.
I'll take it 2 steps before all of the ass kickery that happened. They, not by name, of course, they reference his children.
I have kids too, and I said,
Franklin, fucking listen. I know that the whole buildup is Secret Wars. I get that.
We're very aware that that's happening.
And, you know, of course, there's probably going to be some kind of way that they weave in some other shit. Who knows? We got Thor: Love and Thunder coming soon, like all this other stuff. But listen, you referencing, even if it's not by name, you
His
indirectly
children.
reference one of the strongest characters ever.
In comics.
Ever.
Oh. Now going to be in the MCU, hopefully.
God, I hope so. So,
I want to know who... Listen. The history of Fantastic Four movies ain't great.
yeah.
But
I didn't hate the first one. They did Silver Surfer dirty.
Someone's hands are now in this cookie jar.
Yeah.
And the fact that at the LA premiere, Kevin Feige said that in Loki and WandaVision, which everybody's like, how are these all connected? It's really not that hard to put it together.
It's really not.
In the end of Loki, Sylvie makes a choice.
That really...
that has really fucked us. Mm-hmm. And it's going to get very, for some people, confusing.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we're getting that post-credit scene that happened at the end of this one...
Yeah, so we'll talk about that.
It's crazy to me.
We're not gonna do like a full recap of the movie. We don't have that kind of time. I mean, we do, but
we're not gonna
do that. And I do think we're gonna record twice
but
today.
Watching Captain Carter too. So you remember in What If when in the zombie episode? You watched it?
Yes.
When Captain America gets his fucking shield thrown at him and it severs him. And then they make a reference, not really a reference, it's almost like a callback when Wanda's just destroying the Illuminati and just yeets it back at her, and you don't see it. Do you know what happened?
Yeah.
You see it stick to the thing, and then she's gone.
Yeah.
I was like, this is insane. And then he dream walks
into his dead body, which
into
gives
his
us
dead
zombie
body.
Doctor Strange.
And that was there was some shit that actually scared me in this movie. It is a horror MCU movie.
Yo, so
When old girl
we'll talk
popped
about
around
that.
the corner,
We'll talk about that.
peed a little.
Listen, to see Professor Xavier. Okay?
Oh yeah, we got to go back to
to get that reveal, to reference everything that they reference with it. And here's the thing, Patrick Stewart
Is it the GOAT?
still kills it.
The GOAT.
Still kills it.
I'm glad it was him, even though I thought.
I don't have a single solitary issue with, and I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Me too. All of a sudden, thanks.
Motherfucker.
Even though he played a great Professor
listen,
X.
Y'all, if you've seen X-Men First Class and all the other ones with
I know what it is because he's in Wanted.
James McAvoy.
Yes.
I knew it would come to me.
Sorry for the clap.
So him, I really thoroughly enjoy his Professor Xavier. Same way as much as I enjoy Michael Fassbender's version of Magneto.
Right.
But to see the OG still do it,
Oh my
like
God.
it just hit. But to top that off, to not just get that, but then 5 minutes later have easily one of the most terrifying scenes in a Marvel movie, where the red mist comes in. He's trying to freaking help the Wanda that's in that universe, and she just pops out and snaps his neck like a fucking twig.
Bro, that was sad as hell. I was like, not again. Stop killing this man.
So for real, like, damn.
Killing this man in different
But
universes
yeah,
now.
there's so much going on, and it's just now. The only thing I will say, I was, after watching Spider-Man, I needed this movie, and it didn't necessarily go in the direction I expected, and also it was shorter than I was expecting. But I don't have any actual issues with it. It's a really good movie. Yeah. So this shit's gonna get wild the more that we get. Now we've got the new Thor coming, and I'm super excited about that. But yeah, I don't even know how to fully process everything that's going on, because then it ends, right? And of course, just like any Marvel movie, there's post-credit scenes. Now, I do enjoy the way that they've started to troll us with this. So if you go back to, which Spider-Man was it? The first one? I want to say it was the first one. Homecoming? Mm-hmm. Where you wait, you go for the post-credit scene. You have the one with Vulture. Maybe? I want to say it was. Yeah. It was either the first one or the second one. I'm pretty sure it was the first one, though.
Yeah.
And
the first one has Vulture in it.
And then you go to you wait for all the credits to roll. Now, I did this in the theater, and I did the same thing with this one. You wait for the credits to roll expecting something else. Sure as shit, it shows up. Now, in the Spider-Man movie, here comes Captain America. Sits down and basically makes a reference to, so, you just sat here and you're about to be disappointed. And then it fades to black.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that they did that.
This time, bring back in Bruce Campbell. Now, to give some reference to what I'm about to say. So in the beginning part of the movie, when Bruce Campbell's character first shows up, Doctor Strange casts a spell on him where he just starts beating his own ass.
For 3 weeks.
And he said, it'll end. We'll win in about 3 weeks or so. So you come back and he's still kicking his own ass. And then he finally stops and he goes, it's over. Looks at the screen, fade to black. Now, I appreciate the trolling, but damn it. It does make me laugh. I do appreciate it, but damn it. Like, there's so much that I want, like, and I didn't get more, and that's the only thing. But
yeah, because you get that one thing and you're like, awesome.
Right. So to come back to the first post-credit scene. Yeah. Here we go with another big name actress.
Which is crazy. When she showed up, I lost it.
Yeah. So Charlize Theron, who is still a fucking smoke show.
Smoke show.
She pops up as, now, she doesn't say her name, but listen.
You can deduce who she is.
You can figure out who the fuck she is.
I'm not going to lie.
She just cuts a hole into the fabric.
When she first showed up, I was like, oh, Madam Web. And then I was like, wait, she's not playing Madam Web. She's someone different. Because What's-Her-Face is playing Madam Web. And I was like, ooh, we're going to get... And then I sat there, and then she did the whole slice, and I was like, that ain't fucking Madam Web.
Nope, that's Clea. So, slices a hole into the dark dimension, and they jump into it.
She's Dormammu's niece.
And Doctor Strange is... Well, if they stick to
it, which I hope they do, because he fixes his face watch, which means the watch of his face.
His face watch. Watch face. We gotcha.
He fixes the glass on his watch because it broke in the car accident that he was in.
Right,
he had his fucking hands all fucked up. Blah blah blah.
There was the whole theme of this was like closure and also like addressing his ego. Like there was like this underlying theme of the movie. But anyway,
how weird that both those versions said the same thing though.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really great continuity.
Correct.
For two different universes.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, he's let go, and now he can move on. And then the fucking Clea pops up, and I was like, it's gonna happen.
Which again,
it's gonna happen. Also, the fact that he gets a third fucking eye.
Also that. So.
Which is basically the Eye of Agamotto in the comics.
Correct. So
not in this one.
But see, and again, here's the thing. Right before that, when he has the music fight with another Doctor Strange from a incursion universe where it got fucking wrecked, which for lack of a better term, again a what if callback, that's basically what that was. Right? So he has the third eye, they fight, he dies in a grisly fucking fashion.
That was sick.
And then he dreamwalks into a zombie corpse and all that cool shit. So then you know the movie ends like you think, okay, here comes Doctor Strange out of the sanctum, he's composed, he's like got some closure, he's able to make the next step in his life, and then he fucking goes into this like ow pain phase. He's like, oh. Goes to the floor, comes back up.
That shit scared me, and I was like, why am I scared of this?
But then again, Clea shows up. So if you're unaware, Clea eventually becomes Doctor Strange's wife. So here's hoping that that's where this goes.
You know what I love too is, even though we have kind of said goodbye to all of our first Avengers. Yeah. We're getting this really cool introduction to a whole bunch of new people that have sick fucking abilities.
Correct. Can I also say, just referencing that, now when the Illuminati showed up, I wasn't sure who to expect, because if you go off of the comic books, it could be a lot of different people, but like the Illuminati, like the main one that everyone's aware of, right? So that was comprised of Reed Richards. Yep. Doctor Strange.
Avi.
Tony Stark.
Right, which is the only person we really didn't get this time.
T'Challa.
Right.
And, oh, fuck, who's the fifth? Anyway, so obviously you can't, for obvious reasons, right?
Right now,
you can't, rip Chadwick, but you can't have...
But it's too soon. We don't have a new one.
We just can't do it, right?
And it would be weird if they casted someone, even though these are
alternates. It still would have been
versions of them. It wouldn't have been right.
I think everybody would have had a bad reaction to that.
Especially if it was like Killmonger, which could potentially be our new.
But I'm
hoping it's the sister.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Because technically they killed Killmonger.
Correct. So there was this whole theory going on to the buildup of this. Yeah. That Tom Cruise was going to fucking show up.
I wouldn't have seen it. I'm not going to lie. I would have left. And I wouldn't have left, but I would have wanted to. Right.
As he was doing his little walk to the fucking Illuminati, I was like, please God. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this in any way, shape, or form. I don't have an issue with somebody else being a other dimensional Tony Stark. I really don't. Just not him.
Yeah.
Just not Tom Cruise. Look, you guys can be Tom Cruise fans if you want. The fucker's weird.
I'll take a Johnny Depp.
There you go. We are going to record again because I want to talk about that. So
I knew he would. I've referenced him twice already.
Yeah, I know. I was I was really thinking we would get to more, but we're already in an hour, so this has got to end. Look, for me, it has to end. I have to edit all this shit. So
I know.
Yeah. So great movie. I just want to say that. We'll end it off there.
I want to say one more thing about
Oh, no. I was going to give you the floor too. I'm just saying.
Jordan said that he loved the fact that it was more comic accurate. We're getting more comics accurate.
Yes.
And we did get a comics accurate Doctor Strange.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody saw it, but I did.
Yeah.
And we get introduced to a new character that's going to obviously have their new show coming out, which is Miss Marvel.
Correct.
America Chavez. And I don't know if... Now, I didn't know this at first. I had seen some stuff about her previously, so I kind of knew about her portal.
Right.
The fact that they made it a star.
Yeah.
And gave her 2 moms.
Yes.
Thank you. Not as just like a gay person that's like, look at the representation. There's a superhero for us.
I'm sure there's a lot of fucking people out there that dislike that.
But the fact that the star was in there and that her parents get ripped to another dimension, because ultimately that's what happens.
Correct.
They're not dead.
No.
Spoiler. But I love that. And they fucking made her so cool, man. I'm excited. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about her show.
Yeah.
And then they introduced her here, and they like throw her right at you.
Yeah, no shit. It's right there.
It's 0 to 60 real fast with her.
Like if you this is definitely there are some movies in this whole thing. I mean, starting from Iron Man 1, like fucking how many ever years ago? 14 years ago.
This is amazing.
There are movies in this that you could go into
and not have a fucking clue.
And not, like, it's not that there's not any prerequisite watching that you would have to. This one,
you have to watch these shows.
This one, the shows. Now, I saw someone put a list out of like just these episodes and you'd function. You're robbing yourself. The whole thing. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't understand if there's still hate for the Marvel shows. They have all been good. Some have been much better than others. And that's going to happen. The same thing with the movies. There are movies in the entire run of all this that were mid or complete and utter garbage. Thor: Dark World. So
I liked it.
But
it's not my favorite
in the catalog. So
true though. I mean, the ether.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot.
So
it's a lot to get into.
But all of these shows have been really good. We'll talk about Moon Knight on the next episode, but
people are so confused by
all of these shows have been really good, and you're going to miss very important plot points,
key points that are going to help you.
At this point, I will say, when it comes to Doctor Strange, there's 3 shows you absolutely have to watch. You don't have a choice. You have to watch WandaVision.
Yep.
You have to watch Loki. You have to watch What If. If you don't watch those 3 shows,
you have no clue what's going on.
You're gonna miss a lot. Like,
there's
you could maybe skip What If and just miss the references, but I feel like you're still missing a lot by not watching it.
They made Captain Carter look like her What If character,
correct.
And she was jacked.
Correct.
I mean, jacked.
So there's a lot that you need to watch before you watch this movie if you haven't already, or watch the movie, be confused, and go back and educate. Either way,
watch New Rock Stars. Sometimes if I get confused by something, I just pop on a little New Rock Stars, get a little hint, and then I'm there.
Booyah. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and close this one out. Thank you for listening and watching. We can say that now. For those of you that watch, the next episode, which will not release on YouTube for another week or 2, depending. Probably a week.
It depends.
We're going to be wearing the same shit. So
I don't have other clothes here.
Sorry to break. I could go change if it would make you feel better.
Continuity.
I'm not going to do that. So
because then I just look stupid.
We're going to be wearing the same shit. So I hope that's okay with you. In any case, it's been wonderful. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Lovely.
Oh, smash that like button. Subscribe to this shit.
That
notifications.
That whole thing. Y'all listening? Same shit.
Go to the YouTube page.
Do that.
Follow us on Instagram. All the same shit.
All those places. Do that. Watch. Do that. Get the numbers up. Spread us like a fucking virus. Tell your friends.
Too soon.
We're interesting. You're right.
Too fucking soon.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll do it again. Lovely.